Good evening, all of you. In the last session, we completed our discussion related to Linux and shell scripting. So far in our course, we learned what is DevOps, why DevOps, right? Next one, software development lifecycle. What is waterfall methodology? What is waterfall methodology? Agile methodology. Agile methodology. Agile methodology that we discussed. Along with this, we discussed what is cloud computing, what is cloud computing, cloud advantages we understood, types of cloud, that is IaaS versus PaaS versus SaaS. Then we had AWS introduction. Then we discussed about Linux OS, Linux commands, then shell scripting. Linux commands and shell scripting that we have learnt so far in our course. We completed below topics. As of now. Okay. Anybody having any questions from these topics before moving to the next concept? Anybody having any questions on these topics? Anybody having any questions on these topics? Right? Good. Fine, guys. Now let's move on. Guys, from today, we are going to understand AWS cloud. From today, we are going to start with AWS cloud computing. Now we already know what is cloud computing. From today onwards, we are going to start with Amazon Web Services, which is also called as AWS, which is having a lot of demand in the market nowadays. So we are going to learn Amazon Web Services from today onwards. Amazon Web Services we are going to learn from today onwards, which is having a lot of demand in the market. Okay. AWS stands for Amazon Web Services. Amazon company providing IT resources over the web from 2006. Amazon company providing IT resources over the web from 2006 onwards. Now, as Amazon providing the services over the web, we are calling it as Amazon Web Services. As Amazon providing the services over the web, we are calling it as Amazon Web Services. Okay. Amazon Web Services is one of the cloud provider available in the market. What is this Amazon Web Services? Amazon is one of the cloud provider available in the market. Amazon is one of the cloud provider available in the market. There are other cloud providers also available. Amazon is one of the cloud provider, which is the market leader. Amazon is good in providing resources over the web. Okay, providing the resources on demand basis is called as cloud computing. Providing the IT resources on demand basis is called as cloud computing. Amazon is having global infrastructure. From 190 plus, AWS is getting used in 190 plus countries. AWS getting used. AWS is getting used in 190 plus countries. How this Amazon providing the services for 190 plus countries? How the Amazon is providing services for 190 plus countries? Amazon is having global infrastructure. AWS is getting used in 190 plus countries. Amazon providing the global infrastructure with a concept called regions and availability zones. AWS providing global infrastructure with regions and availability zones. With regions and availability zone. With regions and availability zones. What is a region, guys? What is a region in the AWS? Region means one geographical location. Region, one geographical location. One geographical location. One geographical location. Availability zone. Availability zone means data center. Availability zone, data center. Data center. Now, one region can have multiple data centers. 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 Now, total, one region can have multiple data center. Data center is nothing but collection of servers. Data center means set of servers with a network and power. Set of servers with network and power is called as data center. In the India, we have Mumbai data center. In the India, AWS is having only one data center in the India, that too in Mumbai only. AWS is having only one data center in India. Only one data center in India, that is Mumbai. Mumbai data center is having 3 availability zones. Mumbai data center is having 3 availability zones. Mumbai data center having 3 availability zones. Mumbai data center is having 3 availability zones. Okay. AWS is having only one region, not data center, guys. AWS is having one region in the India, that is Mumbai. Mumbai region having 3 availability zones. Mumbai region having 3 availability zones. It's my mistake. Mumbai region having 3 availability zones. Note, AWS setting up their region in the Hyderabad. AWS region coming to Hyderabad very soon. They announced it already, but they are doing that setup. AWS is setting up region in HYD. AWS is setting up region in HYD. That is coming soon. Guys, right. All these details we have already discussed in the cloud computing. I have explained about AWS introduction, and I have explained about regions and availability zones also. I have explained regions and availability zones. I have explained, and I have explained about Windows VM. I have explained about Windows VM, and I have explained about Linux VM here. These are the topics also we have covered so far in our course. How to set up Windows virtual machine, how to connect with RDP client. RDP client I have explained, Putty I have explained, WinSCP I have explained. RDP client I have explained, Putty client I have explained, WinSCP I have explained, static website hosting also I have explained. WinSCP, how to transfer the data by using WinSCP, and I have explained about static webs, installing the softwares in the Linux and static website hosting. installing Apache 2, installing Apache 2, installing Apache 2, installing Java, and then static website hosting also we have learnt as part of our course. Static website hosting also I have explained. Website hosting in Linux. Website hosting also I have covered as part of our course. All right. So did I cover these things? What is the DevOps? DevOps is a culture which we are following in the companies. Key pair also I have explained it. That's right. Key pair also I have covered. Key pair in the Amazon, AWS. Key pairs in AWS. Key pairs in the AWS that I have explained. Good. What is the DevOps? DevOps is a culture that we are following nowadays to collaborate the development and operations of our applications. Why DevOps? We are going to automate the manual work related to application operations by using this DevOps culture. SDLC. SDLC stands for Software Development Lifecycle. So, which will tell you what is the start point and what is the end point for a project development. What is the start point and what is the end point for the project development? We can understand by using SDLC, Software Development Lifecycle. How a project will be developed in the real time that we are discussing by using this SDLC. SDLC having seven phases like requirements gathering, requirements analysis, design, development, test, and deliver. Okay. Now, waterfall methodology available. Waterfall methodology is a linear approach where we will go through step by step to complete the project. That waterfall methodology not recommended for large scale applications. So that's why we are going for agile methodology. Agile methodology is a continuous development and continuous delivery approach. Continuous development and continuous delivery approach we are going to follow in agile methodology. Then what is cloud computing? Cloud computing is the process of getting resources from the internet. Right? Cloud computing is nothing but whatever the resource we need for our project, like a server, like a database, like a load balancer, like a network, like a power, whatever you need for your project infrastructure, you can take from the internet. That is called cloud computing. If you go for cloud computing, you don't need to spend the money to purchase the servers. You don't need to set up the infrastructure. No need of any room, no need of power, no need of network, no need of security, no need of administrator. You just pay the money. They will provide the service. Cost wise, maintenance wise, everything is easy for you if you go for cloud. Then infrastructure as a service. They will provide you the resources. You set up how you want. They will provide you servers. They will provide you the database. They will provide you load balancer. You configure the things according to your requirement. That is infrastructure as a service. And the next one is platform as a service. So they will provide you platform. You just develop your application. Then they will provide you platform. You run your app. You keep your application on the platform and you play the game. Platform as a service. Next one, software as a service. You don't need to do anything. They have the projects already. You just use it according to your requirement. That is software as a service. And the next one is AWS. AWS stands for Amazon Web Services. AWS providing the services over the web. Hence we are calling it as over the web. Hence we are calling it as Amazon Web Services. As it is providing services over the web, we are calling it as Amazon Web Services. AWS is one of the cloud provider available in the market. There are so many cloud providers are available. AWS is also one of the cloud provider. Okay. AWS is providing the services only in the India, only in the US, or it is providing across the globe. Is it providing the services only in the India or only for specific country, or AWS providing the services for multiple countries? AWS providing the services for only one country, or AWS providing the services for multiple countries? AWS providing the services for many countries. AWS providing the services for many countries. How it is providing the services for many countries? How it is providing the services for many countries? Come on, guys. How it is providing the services for many countries? By using global infrastructure. By using global infrastructure. AWS providing the services using global infrastructure. Using global infrastructure. You got my point? You got my point. It is providing the services by using global infrastructure. Got it? Got it? Fine. Right. In 190 plus countries, they're providing the infrastructure. In 190 plus countries, they're providing the infrastructure. AWS is having the global infrastructure. How AWS is providing the global infrastructure? With the regions and availability zones concept. With a concept called regions and availability zones. Region means one geographical location. Availability zone means a data center. A data center, nothing but collection of servers with network and power. Okay, so if you want to use the AWS services, you choose the region and you choose the data center and you perform your cloud operations. One region is nothing but one data center. Data center means a set of servers with network and power. AWS is having only one region in the India, that is Mumbai. Mumbai region having 3 availability zones. AWS is setting up region in the Hyderabad, which is coming soon. AWS providing 200 plus services which are required for IT companies. AWS providing 200 plus services which are required for IT companies. Do you really need to learn the 200 plus services, guys? Do you really need to learn 200 plus services for? No. Projects will be using 5 services or 10 services or 15 services based on their requirement. Okay, here I'm going to cover most of the services which we are using in the projects. Okay, so in my company projects, what are the services we are using, and those services I'm going to cover as part of our AWS. We are not going to learn all the 200 plus services which are provided by AWS, guys. We are not going to learn all the 200 plus services which we have in the AWS. We are going to learn most demanding services in the AWS, which will help us to use in the projects. Got it? Got it, guys? Right. Fine. Now, what are the most frequently used services that we are going to learn in the AWS? What are the mostly used services in the AWS? Got it? Now, the most demanded services in the AWS, guys, first one is EC2. The first one is EC2. EC2 stands for Elastic Compute Cloud. EC2 stands for Elastic Compute Cloud. You got my point? EC2 we are going to use, which is Elastic Compute Cloud. Then after the EC2, we are going to learn about S3. S3 stands for Simple Storage Service. Simple Storage Service. Then after RDS, Relational Database Management System. Relational Database Management System, RDS. Okay. Sometimes people will use a DynamoDB also. NoSQL databases that people are going to use. We are going to learn DynamoDB also from the RDS. Along with the Oracle MySQL, we can use the DynamoDB also in the EC2. DynamoDB and Amazon Aurora database is available. We can use those databases, RDS. Then after this RDS, what is the most undemanding service, guys? What is the most demanding service? EBS, Elastic Block Storage. Next one is Elastic Block Storage. Elastic Block Storage. If you want to take extra space, AWS is giving some space for you. If you want more space, then you can go for this Elastic Block Storage to add the space to your VM. If you want to add the extra space to your VM, then you can go for this Elastic Block Storage. Elastic Block Storage. And we have another concept called ELB. load balancer, elastic load balancer. ELB is available, elastic load balancer. I want to set up my application with a load balancing, then we can go for a service called ELB. ELB service is there for the load balancing, and we will go for ELB with auto scaling. I want to set up auto scaling also for my application. Based on the traffic, I want to increase the servers and I want to decrease the servers. Based on the traffic we are getting, I want to add the servers and I want to remove the servers. For that, we can go for ELB. ELB. All right. Then after, we have here one more service called Elastic Beanstalk. Elastic Beanstalk is available. Elastic Beanstalk, which will provide platform as a service, which is going to provide the platform as a service for our application. It will take care of everything. Whatever the platform you need for your application, it will provide you everything for that. It will provide you everything for that. Elastic Beanstalk. And the next one is VPC, Virtual Private Cloud. Virtual Private Cloud. So this is also having a demand. I mean, in every application will have one VPC to set up their infrastructure. Virtual Private Cloud. For our project, we will have one cloud. One virtual private cloud we are going to set up in the data center. VPC. Virtual Private Cloud also is recommended for that. Then CloudWatch and Cloud Formations. CloudWatch, Cloud Formation, CloudWatch, Cloud Formation, these things, and simple email service, SES, SQS, SNS, these notification services also we have to understand. Simple email service, simple queue service, simple notification service, like this. These services also we have to learn. If you want to make, or if you want to keep AWS in your resume, if you want to work with AWS in the project, then we are going to discuss this SES, SQS, SNS services also. And along with this, there is one more service in the AWS which is called light sail service is available, which is used to set up your projects directly. Light sail service is also available. Light sail service is also available in the AWS. Guys, are you clear with this one? EC2, S3, RDS, EBS, EC2, S3, RDS, EBS, ELB, Elastic Beanstalk, VPC, CloudWatch, Cloud Formation, SES, SQS, SNS, Light Sail. Got my point? Got my point. Along with this, we need to understand some Lambda expressions in AWS. AWS Lambdas. AWS Lambdas also we have to understand. AWS Lambdas. AWS Lambdas we have to understand. How to write the Lambdas in the AWS for serverless operations? We are going to discuss that. We are going to discuss that. Okay. Clear with this? Yeah. One more important thing that I forgot, Route 53, guys. One more important thing I forgot, which is Route 53. What is Route 53? Which is used to map the domain names. Route 53 is also very demanded service in the AWS. Route 53. Route 53, which is used to map our DNS names to the IP address. Which is used to map our DNS names to the IP address. That we are going to learn as part of Route 53. And another thing is AMI. Route 53, AMI also we have to learn. AMI. AMI, IAM. AMI or IAM? IAM, Identity Access Management. So we have to learn about IAM also. Let me keep these things this side. We need to talk about IAM, Identity Access Management. We need to talk about IAM, which is Identity Access Management. All right. Identity Access Management that we have to discuss. Security group is part of EC2. Security group is part of EC2. Security group, key pairs, those things will be covered as part of EC2. Okay. DNS will be covered as part of Route 53. Route 53 is used for DNS mapping only. Route 53 is used for DNS mapping only. Right. AWS gateway na. Okay. AWS gateway. I will add it. No problem. AWS gateway. Running Docker containers. Running Docker containers. Running Docker containers. CI/CD. Lambda I already mentioned. CI/CD. AWS Lambdas I already mentioned. Good guys. So these things we are going to discuss now. These things we are going to discuss. Cloud front also will be covered. Okay. Cloud formation, cloud watch, cloud formation, cloud front. Chalo. All right. Fine. ECS. What is the ECS, man? Full form of ECS? Elastic Container Service. Huh? Okay, we'll add that also then. If it is required, then I will add that also. Okay. ECS. Where I will keep it. Route 53. Cloud watch. Cloud formation, cloud front, ECS. All right. So next 30 days, we will be busy in working with. Next 30 days, we will be busy in working with these services. Next 30 days, we will be working with these services, guys. 1 month, which is going to take to understand. 1 month of time, it is going to take to understand these services. ECS, people are asking. Okay, I will add that also. Elastic Container Service. All right. Elastic Container Service that people are asking, that we are going to discuss. Yeah, so many things are there. EFS, ECS, EKS, so many things are there. All right. First, we'll target these things, guys. So if else required anything else, then we will add it. No problem. So first, we'll start with EC2. We already know the basic of EC2, but we need to see the in-depth of the EC2. What is the security group? What is inbound rule? What is outbound rule? Okay, how to increase the volumes of the EC2? What is AMI? What is AMI? Machine images will be available. Okay, what is IAM? All those details we have to discuss. Okay, so from today onwards, we are jumping into the AWS services. These are the services that we are going to learn from AWS. Okay, good. Fine, guys. So we know that. What is that EC2? What is EC2? Can anyone tell me what is EC2? What is EC2, guys? We are starting our journey in the AWS with the EC2. What is EC2? EC2 stands for what? Elastic Compute Cloud. EC2 stands for Elastic Compute Cloud. So why we are learning this EC2? What is the importance of EC2? Elastic Compute Cloud, not cloud compute. Amar, it's not cloud compute, it is compute cloud. Full form. In the interview, I mean, not in the interview, in the certification examination, they will ask you, what is the full form of the EC2? All the answers will be similar. Elastic Compute Cloud, Elastic Cloud Compute, Elastic Cloud Computing, like that answers will be similar, but a small difference. So Elastic Compute Cloud is the correct definition for the EC2, correct meaning for the EC2. Using EC2 service providing virtual machines for the AWS users. EC2 service providing, it is EC2 service providing virtual machines for AWS users. By using this EC2, we can create any number of virtual machines according to our requirement. Using EC2, we can create any number of virtual machines according to our requirement. We can create any number of machines according to our business requirement. Note, EC2 services, now AWS, when you use this AWS account, 1 year free with 750 hours for every month. AWS providing EC2 service, 1 year free with 750 hours each month. AWS providing 1 year free subscription, 1 year free subscription with 750 hours monthly. That means monthly you can run your EC2 instance for 750 hours. Monthly you can run your EC2 instance in the AWS for 750 hours monthly. Okay, that means if you take one VM, if you run 24 hours also, 24/7 if you run, it will not reach 750. You can launch multiple VMs. So total VMs running time they will calculate. If it reaches to 750 hours in the month, then it's free for you. If you increase more, if you use more than that 750 hours, then they will generate the bill. AWS will not deduct the amount from your account directly without giving the prior intimation. You have to pay that bill. They will generate the invoice. You have to pay that bill without your intimation, without intimating you. AWS is not going to deduct the amount from you. Okay. EC2 stands for Elastic Compute Cloud. EC2 stands for Elastic Compute Cloud. EC2 service providing virtual machines. So whatever the machine you need, the ready-made machines are available for you in the EC2. You can take those machines. You can take those machines and you can configure them according to your requirement. It is providing scalable computing capacity in the AWS cloud. EC2 providing scalable computing capacity in the AWS cloud. AWS EC2 providing scalable computing capacity. That means you can increase it. You can increase the space for the server. You can increase the capacity of the server. You can increase the capacity of the VM. You can add more VMs. You can add the VM. You can remove the VM. It is providing scalable computing cloud in AWS. Scalable computing cloud in the AWS. If you use EC2, then we can avoid purchasing hardwares, right? You can avoid purchasing your infrastructure by using EC2. Virtual machines you can take for the rent from the AWS. You no need to, if we use EC2, we no need to purchase physical machines for our infrastructure. If we use EC2, then we no need to purchase physical computers. If we use EC2, then we no need to purchase physical computers for our infrastructure. To set up our infrastructure, you don't need to purchase a physical computer because EC2 providing you virtual computers. Okay. By using EC2, we can launch as many servers as we want. Got my point? What are the features of this EC2, guys? Virtual computing environments it is providing. One virtual machine is called as one instance. In the EC2 terminology, one virtual machine is called as one VM, or one instance. One virtual machine is called as one VM or one instance. One instance is nothing but one VM. Pre-configured templates are provided in the EC2. Do you really need to take a computer and install the operating system in the EC2? They are providing the VMs with installed operating systems. EC2 providing AMIs. EC2 is providing the AMI. That means ready-made machines are providing. EC2 providing AMI. Amazon machine images. Providing AMI. Amazon machine images. Pre-configured machines. Now, I want a machine with a Linux operating system. So do you really need to install the Linux in the machine, or they are providing a machine which is already having the Linux operating system? Do you need to install the Linux in the machine manually? They're providing a machine which is already having a Linux. They are providing the machines which are already having the Linux. They are called as AMIs, Amazon machine images. AMI is nothing but pre-configured machines. AMI nothing but pre-configured machines. Do you have the option to increase the capacity of the machine? Do you have the option to increase the capacity of the machine? Okay. We can customize instance types. What is that? CPU, memory, storage, network capacity. Such kind of things we can customize by going for EC2 instances. Network capacity. Right. We can customize the instance types like CPU, memory, storage, and network capacity also we can customize. Okay. EC2 providing security for our instances with public and private key pairs. EC2 providing secured instances with key pair. EC2 providing secured instances with a key pair. Can anyone log in into our EC2 directly? Is EC2 allowing everybody to log in into our machine, or EC2 not allowing everybody to log in into our machine? Come on. Come on, guys. Is it providing the secured instances? It is providing the secure instances with the key pair. Now, EC2 is region-based service, guys. So you are going to create the EC2 in the specific region. EC2 is a region-based service. If I create a EC2 in one region, can we access that in the another region? If I create a EC2 in one region, can I access that in the another region? Can I access that in another region? No. EC2 is region-based service, regional-based service. Note. EC2 is regional-based service. So whenever you are creating the EC2 instance, we need to select the region also. If you want to create the EC2, then you need to select your region. Then only you can create the EC2 instance. Can you read all these points about the EC2? We are getting started with EC2. EC2 stands for Elastic Compute Cloud. EC2 service providing virtual machines for AWS users. EC2 stands for Elastic Compute Cloud. EC2 service providing virtual machines for AWS users. Using EC2, we can create any number of virtual machines according to our requirement. There is no limit. Do you want 10 instances? You can take it. You want 100 instances? Take it. It is providing scalability. How many you want, you can take it. How many you want, you can take it. EC2 stands for Elastic Compute Cloud. EC2 service providing virtual machines according to our requirement. AWS providing 1 year free subscription with 750 hours per month. 1 year free per month, 750 hours you can use the EC2 services. EC2 providing scalable computing cloud in the AWS. Scalable computing means if you want, you can increase. If you want, you can decrease. Whatever you want, you can do with that. If we use EC2, then no need to purchase the physical computers for our infrastructure. I want 10 servers. I want 10 servers to run my application. Purchasing 10 computers, installing 10 servers, not required. 10 instances you can take from the EC2. You no need to spend the money to purchase your machines. You can use virtual machines providing by EC2. Now, one virtual machine is called as one instance in the EC2. One virtual machine is called as one instance in the EC2. Instance nothing but one server or one machine, one instance, everything is same. Now, when you go for EC2, you can use the virtual machines. Do you need to set up operating system, network, power for the EC2 machine? They are already pre-configured for your machines. Take a computer, install the operating system, install the network drivers, set up the network, keep the plug in the switchboard, switch on the power. Do you need to do those things? Are they providing you ready-made machines for you? Come on, EC2 providing the ready-made machines or not? EC2 is providing ready-made machines for us. That is called Amazon Machine Image. Amazon Machine Image. Amazon Machine Image is nothing but ready-made. Do you want a Linux machine? There is a AMI for Linux. You want a Windows machine? There is a AMI for the Windows. Do you want Linux? There is a AMI. Do you want Windows? There is a AMI. Do you want Red Hat? There is a AMI. Do you want a Mac machine? There is a AMI. For every operating system, already AMIs are available in the EC2. You just need to use the AMI which you want. You just need to use that AMI which you want. Okay. And can we customize our EC2 instance? Can I increase the CPU capacity? Memory can I increase? Can I increase the storage? Can I set up the network? Can I increase the network capacity? Yes. Everything you can customize. AWS is infrastructure. It is providing. You can customize according to your requirement. Infrastructure as a service. They are giving you one computer with operating system with a network. Power, network, computer they are giving you. Whatever you want, you do it. Do you want to increase the CPU capacity? Do you want to increase the RAM capacity? Do you want to increase the network speed? Do you want to install the softwares? Do you want to deploy your application? Whatever you want, you can do that in the EC2 instance. So AWS is just providing infrastructure. You use that infrastructure according to your requirement. Now, AWS provided one EC2. I want to increase the CPU capacity. I want to increase the memory of my machine. I want to increase the storage capacity. I want to increase the network. I want to install the Java. I want to install MySQL. I want to install some softwares and I want to deploy my application. Whatever you want, you do that. So they're giving you infrastructure. You use it according to your requirement. And what about security? EC2 compromising on the security or they are not compromising on the security? EC2 compromising on the security or EC2 not compromising on the security? EC2 not compromising on the security. How they are providing the security for our instances? How they are providing the security for our instances, guys? Key pairs. Everybody cannot access. They are giving a key pair, public key and private key. They will keep the public key. They will give the private key. When you want to connect to the EC2, you give the private key. They will compare the private key with the public key. If the private key matching with the public key, then only they will allow you to access. Now, EC2 allowing every request, or is there any concept called security group? EC2 providing security groups to manage incoming and outgoing traffic from our EC2 for our EC2. EC2 providing security groups to manage incoming and outgoing traffic for our machine. incoming and outgoing traffic of our machine, traffic for our instances. Can we restrict incoming traffic? Can I restrict incoming traffic? Can I restrict outgoing traffic? Yes, you can restrict incoming traffic and you can restrict outgoing traffic also for your machine by using security group. By using security group, we can restrict incoming traffic and we can restrict outgoing traffic also of our instance by using a concept called security group. These all are the benefits of going for EC2 service. These all are the benefits of going for EC2 service. Are you guys able to follow this? Are you guys able to follow this? Come on. EC2 stands for what? EC2 stands for Elastic Compute Cloud. EC2 stands for Elastic Compute Cloud. EC2 service providing virtual machines for AWS users. Using EC2, we can create any number of virtual machines according to our requirement. AWS providing 1 year free subscription with 750 hours each month. EC2 providing scalable computing cloud in AWS. Elastic. Elastic is nothing but it can scale up, it can scale down. If we use EC2, then we no need to purchase the physical computers for our infrastructure. We have virtual machines ready. One virtual machine is nothing but one instance. You no need to set up the machine manually. Machine, network, power, everything is already pre-configured. They are called as Amazon machine images. You choose the image and you use it. You choose the AMI and you use it. We can customize the instance like CPU, memory, storage, network capacity. We can customize according to our requirement. EC2 providing secured instances with key pair, public key and private key, which is providing a key pair with public key and private key. Public key they will store and they will provide you private key. If you want to connect to that EC2, you need to use that private key. Private key will be compared with the public key. If it matches, then only it will provide the access. And EC2 is a regional based service. EC2 providing security groups to manage incoming and outgoing traffic for our instances. Okay, inbound rules, outbound rules. Security group contains inbound rules and outbound rules. Security group contains security group, which is also called as SG. Security group contains inbound and outbound rules. Inbound rules and outbound rules. Inbound rules are used for managing incoming traffic. Inbound rules for incoming traffic. Outbound rules for outgoing traffic. Outbound rules are available for outgoing traffic. Which request you want to allow? You manage it by using inbound rule. How to access other service, other networks from our EC2? You manage it by using outbound rules. So we are going to have a security group. Using security group, we can manage inbound rules and outbound rules of our EC2. Incoming traffic and outgoing traffic of our EC2 can be managed by using inbound rules and outbound rules. So this is the theoretical part of that EC2, guys. So tomorrow, practically, we are going to work on this EC2. Okay. Right, guys. Are you guys clear with the theoretical part of EC2 now? Are you guys clear with theoretical part of EC2 now? So tomorrow we are going to launch one EC2 instance. This time I will use a different OS. Last time I used Ubuntu. Now you got the clarity how to work with the Ubuntu. Can I use a different Linux flavor? Or you want me to go with Ubuntu, or can I use a different flavor? We will learn multiple OSs. Na? Let's go with a different flavor tomorrow. Let's go with a different flavor for tomorrow. Okay, fine, guys. Thank you. So tomorrow we'll continue. Guys, today the class started at 8:30 due to a new batch started for DevOps today at 7 p.m. If you have any friends, you can inform them. And for next 1 or 2 days, till the demos are completed, I may start our class at 8:15 or at 8:30. I will update. Only for 1 or 2 days, not regular. Regular our class is 8 only. So only 1 or 2 days, I may start at 8:15 or 8:30. That I will update in the group. In the Telegram, I will update that. Is it okay? just 1 or 2 days for the demos. That people may have some questions after the demo session. So that's why it is taking some extra time. So our class may start at 8:15 or 8:30 for 1 or 2 days, not more than that. After 2 days of demo, then we will have our class regularly at the 8 p.m. only. So please, I need your cooperation for that. Okay, guys. I will update that in the Telegram about the class time. Okay, cool. Thank you, guys. Thank you. With this, I'm stopping for today. Good night. We'll continue tomorrow. Bye-bye.